God seems to specialize in using the overlooked and the underestimated to use them as key players in his redemptive narrative in the earth. By that, I mean what God is saying and doing with people, with individuals, with nations, with his house, with the church, with governments. God has a redemptive narrative. It is his story. It's what God is saying. It's what God is doing. And maybe at this season in your life, you feel overlooked and underestimated. By that, I mean, everything seems like maybe you're just really not that important. But I want to give you a revelation today. God hid Joseph in Pharaoh's prison because Joseph was in a season where he needed to be overlooked and underestimated, because sometimes God makes moves that the enemy never sees coming. God did this with David as well when he hid him in Jesse's house in Bethlehem, and his own father Jesse described him to the prophet Samuel as unimportant, insignificant. So maybe you feel overlooked and underestimated. There are 4 lepers in 2 Kings chapter 7 who were essential to God delivering the city of Samaria from the besiegement they had been in that had produced a very intense and destructive famine. In that scenario, the Lord had spoken a prophetic word through the prophet Elisha while Elisha is sitting in his house inside the city, and the 4 lepers are outside the city and don't hear the word. They don't hear the prophetic word, but a word has gone forth in the realm of the Spirit over that city regarding a shift in the economics and in the food security situation in the gate of Samaria. And the word of the Lord was, within 24 hours, there will be a shift, a turnaround that is transformative and dynamic in this city. Well, the 4 lepers didn't hear it. All of a sudden, they just decided to make a move. They're lepers, so they're ostracized. They're outside the city. They're on the outside looking in. They are considered in their culture and by their city overlooked and underestimated. They are unimportant, yet they were essential to what God was doing. In order for God to fulfill what he said, he was going to use these overlooked, underestimated lepers as key players. And their movement shifted everything. God moved as they moved. God used them. You may feel, again, like you are overlooked and underestimated, but like Joseph, David, and these 4 lepers, you are strategically positioned for such a time as this, and God is using you. I'm telling you, you are a move of God your enemy will never see coming. You may feel overlooked and underestimated, but what you really are is a move of God that your enemy will never see coming. God is about to make some moves with you, and in these moves, he's going to reveal to you, you're not overlooked and underestimated. You're essential to what he's doing. Heaven highly values you, and the favor of God is going to explode through your life. Don't be afraid to make those moves. You're essential to God's redemptive narrative.